The Juglans Matrix, an industrialized arboreal system optimized for high-density, lipid-rich seed production. Drupe maturity assessment. The inner wooden endocarp shell has reached maximum calcification beneath the fleshy green exocarp. The Walnut Shockwave, a two-phase system using low-frequency seismic forces and automated mechanical peeling. Manual exocarp validation. Inspecting the moisture level and separation layer inside the green flesh. Endocarp hardness verification. Confirming the shell is structurally sealed against internal moisture ingress.
Baseline abscission layer inspection. Testing the natural detachment readiness of the crop.
Automated canopy harvesting ingress. Deploying a heavy-duty hydraulic articulated clamp system. Precision hydraulic grip application. Padded clamps prevent localized cambium layer bark damage. Low-frequency seismic energy ingress. Initiating a rapid harmonic wave throughout the branch architecture. Mass abscission kinetics. High-velocity inertial forces snap the weakened stem connections clean.
Gravitational kinetic fall, dropping thousands of units of biomass onto the orchard floor within seconds.
Ground material consolidation phase, gathering the scattered drupes into central rows.
Centrifugal sweeping kinetics, moving ground assets into high-density linear windrows.
Linear windrow formation logic, preparing the crop for high-capacity mechanical pickup. Mechanical biomass ingress array, transitioning the crop from the earth into the hauling matrix.
Preliminary dimensional separation, lifting the dense drupes while filtering fine field dirt.
Continuous volumetric material transfer, accumulating unpeeled assets for factory transport.
Plant ingress protocol, commencing automated processing of the unpeeled green drupes. High-volume gravity feed injection, flooding the primary receiving hopper. Exocarp stripping ingress, forcing green walnuts into a high-friction mechanical cage. High-shear friction abrasion, tearing the soft green outer hull away from the hard inner wood. Hydromechanical hull eradication. Water pressure slices through the remaining green meat layers. Endocarp liberation isolation phase. Exposed shells emerge completely clean.
Centrifugal debris filtering loop, sifting out the shredded exocarp waste streams.
Gravimetric aperture partitioning, diverting organic waste to a separate recycling chute.
Fluidized density stratification phase, separating hollow assets from high-density targets. Hydrodensity buoyancy audit. Immature or damaged shells float and are skimmed off.
Submerged material extraction dynamics,
collecting the validated heavy yield assets. Thermal moisture stabilization ingress, reducing internal kernel moisture content. Thermal boundary parameter regulation, protecting sensitive kernel oils from degradation. Forced convective evaporation phase, driving moisture levels down from 40% to under 8%.
Photonic quality classification matrix, evaluating external shell structural integrity.
Multispectral surface scanning, identifying residual hull stains, cracks, or dark spots.
Precision pneumatic ejection sequence, rejecting flawed assets via computer-targeted air jets.
Endocarp fracture ingress, preparing to isolate the internal kernel matrix.
Controlled compressive stress application, cracking the wooden shell without damaging the meat.
Shell kernel decohesion dynamics, preserving the valuable intact halves.
Density air shear stratification, utilizing airstreams to lift away lightweight shell pieces.
Aerodynamic shell evacuation, clearing the path for pure kernel extraction.
Chromatic kernel grading phase, sorting meat assets by color purity parameters.
Peroxide value determination protocol. Validating shelf life parameters.
Hygroscopic control verification, confirming structural stabilization is complete.
Modified atmosphere packaging ingress, protecting the sensitive unsaturated lipids.
Inert nitrogen gas flush sequence, displacing oxygen to prevent oil oxidation. Thermal polymer fusion closure, creating a hermetic environmental barrier seal. Microdot traceability matrix encoding. Automated end-of-line logistics consolidation.
Post-abscission plant tissue examination.
High-friction elastomer surface topography. Fluid power kinetic energy transfer.
Internal combustion thermal output. Mechanical drive linkage lubrication. Kinetic energy deflection dynamics.
Pressurized hydrodynamic impact kinetics.
Rotational friction abrasion vector. Linear reciprocating material sifting.
Hydrosystem feed pressure monitoring. High-frequency pneumatic solenoid activation. High-volume aerodynamic air mass displacement. Relative humidity transducer measurement loop. Rotational inertia storage optimization. Continuous optical pathway clearing loop. Solid-state high-frequency illumination array. Downstream lipid extraction ingress, utilizing broken kernel fragments for oil recovery. Continuous mechanical compression matrix. Mechanical lipid expression phase, forcing out oil without using chemical solvents. De-oiled biomass solid discharge. Fine-micron particulate filtration loop, removing microseed fragments. Refined liquid product stabilization phase. Rigid container volumetric dispensing ingress, protecting oil from ultraviolet light. Non-drip laminar flow filling sequence.
Headspace inert gas inerting protocol.
Thread engagement mechanical torquing.
Autonomous interior logistics fleet distribution.
Automated inventory, inventory tracking validation. Temperature-controlled cold chain asset loading.
Secure transport perimeter closure sequence. Lignified shell co-product processing loop, converting shell waste into media. Particle size reduction mechanics.
Sustainable biomass material aggregation. Hydrodynamic water reclamation cycle, maximizing system sustainability. Macroflocculent solid-liquid separation phase. Distributed control system logic configuration. Monitoring system parameters.
The Walnut Shockwave shell isolation achievement. Pure core commodity flow visualization.
High-value, purified lipid product manifestation.
Textural quality compliance demonstration.
Completion of the mass arboreal extraction operation. Post-operational system equilibrium state. Harvest motion. Engineering mastery. The mechanical walnut harvest. The Walnut Shockwave. Only on Harvest Motion.